East High, home of the Black Raiders, where every day is a great day to be a Raider. Hi, I'm Abby Anderson.
And I'm Hank Benabos.
And we invite you to tune in each week to our EHS broadcast, where we will keep you connected with highlights of East High School.
East has quite a few new teachers this year, and the band students are excited about their new director, Jeff Soukup. Under Mr. Soukup's direction, the Black Raider Marching Band received superior ratings at all their competitions this fall, with the band's first appearance in the finals of Starfest in 7 years.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jeff Soukup. This is my first year here at East High School. I have been teaching for 13 years in the South Dakota school systems. Before coming to East, I taught at Parkston, which is just that's like a Class B school, which is just south of Mitchell, South Dakota. And then I went to Brookings, taught middle school band there for 5 years. 5 or 6 years, I forget. I think it's 6 years. And then I came over to a school down by Sioux Falls called West Central, which is a consolidated district, and taught there for about 3 or 4 years, built the program up, and I'm happy to be down in Sioux City. So an opportunity came about, and I wanted to jump on that. It's a little bit about myself here. I grew up in South Dakota in a small town called De Smet, which was, most people know that as the little town on the prairie. That's our the De Smet claim to fame. I went to high school there, and then I went on and got my undergrad in music education in Brookings at SDSU, and did a lot of performing and some teaching in there. I also, right after that, I went on to get my master's degree out at the University of Wisconsin at Whitewater, which I played in the brass quintet, a faculty brass quintet, and we toured every Friday and gave concerts throughout the schools, and I just got a lot of playing out there. There was a really neat atmosphere to grow up in and to mature in. Close to Chicago and Milwaukee and Madison, so gives you an idea about what I was doing before this.
Okay, what are your responsibilities at East High?
Here I do just high school band. I teach music theory and harmony, 2 sections of that. Then I also I do an ISS duty as well. So in our band program we have an active marching band, jazz program, concert band. So kids have been just outstanding here. I'm really impressed mostly with how mature they are and how well-mannered the students are. Everything I've asked them to do, and there's been a lot of different things this fall, they've taken the challenge that I've given them, and they've accepted that and responded and have performed. It's been great. So thanks a lot.
And when you're not a teacher, what kind of things occupy your time?
The number one thing I do, as far as besides hanging out with family as much as I can, I have 4 kids, so that takes a lot of my time on weekends. But I'm in several different bands, different jazz groups. I'm in a local rock band, chorus, and I'm also in a couple of jazz bands up in South Dakota. So it takes as much weekend time as I have available from the high school.
As we wrap up here today, what are your goals for the rest of the year at East High School?
The number one goal that I've tried to establish in this school district has been one of just building musicianship, getting that camaraderie within the band, the pride factor. That's something that is really important with a band or any team, having pride and just respect with each other and the program itself. With that, we can have a lot more success. Musically, we're working on just keeping reviewing the fundamentals of general musicianship, and just like I said, the kids, I've challenged them, I think, and they're up to the challenge. They've really met it, and I look forward to continuing this year, doing more with concert band and jazz band in general. So it's going to be a great year. I'm looking forward to it.
Hard to believe that 1/4 of the year will soon be gone, and no one knows better than East High senior how much the year is flying. East High's Christina Zerpel and Whitney Strong are in our senior spotlight.
Seniors Whitney Strong and Christina Zerpel give us a little insight as to what it's like to be a senior at East High School.
We get a lot of seniority around here since, you know, we are top dog in the school now. We get to have the front row at athletic events, and that's always fun. Football games, yeah. But we have to use that responsibility wisely. We're the role models for the rest of the kids in school.
We have to make a lot more decisions now that we're seniors, and our parents are kind of letting go of the reins, and they're kind of letting us do what we want to do, but we have to take it responsibly and make our own decisions for the first time, like choosing colleges and deciding where to take your senior pictures and what school you want to go to, and what we also have to worry about what scholarships to apply for, and also looking for people to be our roommates in college, because you have to start out with somebody totally different. You have to leave all your friends.
And just have those things to worry about. It gets a little stressful, but we're still having a lot of fun, you know, being
I kind of
seniors.
just realized that it was our last homecoming like a week ago, and then I got kind of upset. We still have prom and stuff, so.
It's time for MVP at East High. This is the one time of the year when junior and senior facilitators go into the 9th grade classrooms and open up doors of communications at East High.
MVP stands for Mentors in Violence Prevention. The mission of MVP is to raise awareness about the level of men's violence against women, challenge the thinking of mainstream society, open dialogue between men and women, and inspire leadership by empowering people with concrete opinions and to affect change.
The program at East High has 3 objectives.
To allow upperclassmen leadership roles in working with underclassmen, to discuss tolerance and cliques and their destructive role in a high school climate, and 3, to discuss the idea of a passive bystander versus active bystander in the role of reducing gender violence, harassment, bullying, and abuse.
Utilizing a unique bystander approach to prevention, the MPV program views student athletes and student leaders as not a potential perpetrators or victims, but as empowered bystanders who can confront abusive peers. This emphasis reduces the defensive men often feel, the helpless women often feel when discussing issues of men's violence against women.
The MVP approach does not involve finger pointing, nor does it blame participants for the widespread problem of gender violence. Instead, it sounds a positive call for proactive, preventive behavior and leadership.
Students also discuss social barriers and what can be done to cross over social barriers and communicate with people outside one's own group. The MVP sessions count on strong leadership from upperclassmen and cooperation from the underclassmen to make the meetings meaningful.
The heart of the model is interactive discussion in single-sex and mid-gender classes and workshops, using real-life scenarios that speak to the experience of young men and women in high school, college, and other areas of social life. The chief curricular innovation of MVP is a training tool called the Playbook, which consists of a series of realistic scenarios depicting abusive male and sometimes female behavior. The Playbook will separate versions for boys and men and girls and women, transport participants into scenarios as witness to actual or potential abuse. This challenges them to consider a number of concrete opinions for intervention before, during, or after an incident.
Many people mistakenly believe that they have only 2 options in instances of actual potential violence: intervene physically and possibly expose themselves to personal harm, or do nothing. As a result, they often choose to do nothing.
But intervening physically or doing nothing are not the only possible choices. The MVP model seeks to provide bystanders with numerous opinions, most of which carry no risk of personal injury. With more options to choose from, people are more likely to respond and not be passive and silent, and hence conflict in violence or abuse by others. Many young men and women, and people in the U.S. society in general, have been socialized to be passive bystanders in the face of sexist abuse and violence. This conditioning is reflected in the oft-heard statement that a situation between a man and a woman is none of my business.
The facilitators go through a one-day training, and seniors have the advantage of having gone through the program the previous year. The facilitators find out that it isn't always easy task to keep attention of 30 to 40 freshmen, but they are willing to step up to the challenge and make the program a success.
Who said historical pieces of literature have to be boring? Dan Poppin and Matt Walker lived up the crucible with their own version of a witch hunt. Arthur Miller is no doubt turning over his grave at East High cast of characters including Matt Kessler and Kyle Bubb show the American Lit how to flush out a witch.
Hi, I'm Dan Poppin, and this is Matt Walker. We're going to explore the Salem witch trails together in this video.
Angle! You witched me! What? I'm not a witch! Ah! Prove it!
There are several ways to tell if you are a witch. All right, Kyle. Test number 1 to see if you're a witch. Repeat the Lord's Prayer without falter. Yeah, you're definitely a witch. What? All right, Kyle. Test number 2 to see if you're a witch. We're going to search you for a witch's teat.
What's a witch's teeth? Well, Kyle, a witch's teeth is a red mark on your body where all spectral evidence moves in and out. It would probably look a lot like this.
All right. Well, we're going to definitely have to search you for one.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to look all over, you know? What's that, Kyle? You're definitely a witch. What?
Guess if you're a witch. I'm going to torture it out of you. Are you a witch?
No.
Are you a witch?
No.
You say yes.
No.
Are you a witch?
Never. I'll defend it to my dying day.
See, look how Kyle ended up when he made the wrong decision. Alright, Kyle. Test number 3 to see if you're a witch. I'm going to torture it out of you. Are you a witch? No. Are you a witch? No. Are you a witch?
Yes, I am.
Ha! I knew it all along. See, if Kyle had just admitted it in the first place, he'd just be sitting around in jail for a while.
Yep. Just sitting around in jail for a while.
Well, let's hope all literature is that much fun.
That wraps up another installment of East High Highlights. Join us each week as we bring you updates on life at East High School.